Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's on a mission, sharing information, knowledge for soul, body and mind. Dropping gems, KeishaGemz.com, KeishaGemz.com.
Welcome to Dropping Gems. I'm your host and holistic health and wellness educator, Keisha Christian. Today on Dropping Gems, I will be leading you through a guided, life-changing meditation. We'll also be dropping gems in the kitchen, where I will be teaching you how to make a delicious fall-inspired smoothie. My guest on today's show will be Denise Reaves. She's the founder of BalancedYou, who has practiced yoga and meditation for over 30 years. Also stay tuned for our Roku giveaway. So grab a healthy snack or beverage because we will be right back. You are watching Dropping Gems. Welcome back to Dropping Gems. I'm your host and holistic health and wellness educator, Keisha Christian. This segment of Meditative Moment is sponsored by Pure Romance by Venice. Check out their truly sexy flirt line. You could place an order at pureromance.com/Venice Richard or call 631-943-1868 to place your order. Welcome to Meditative Moment. These meditations that I provide you on every episode of Dropping Gems can be repeated and used over and over. To be quite honest, there are times where I sit and watch my own meditations, as there are times it feels as though I need it. Today, we are going to be doing a life-changing meditation where I'll be giving you life-changing statements. This is something that should be done in repetition and not just in one go or at one time. I encourage you to go back and watch these videos on demand on Rewind Network and also on Rude Rangers TV or on my YouTube channel, Just Dropping Gems TV. Now, I want you to take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to do this 2 more times. In through your nose and out through your mouth. Last time, in through your nose and out through your mouth. Repeat after me. I will face hard times with courage. I am in control of how I react to people and situations. I am successful at everything I do. I release fear and doubt. I am love. I am not a mistake. I love myself enough to push through. I am strong enough. Now take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. We're going to do this 2 more times. In through your nose and out through the mouth. In through your nose and out through your mouth. I want you to check in with your body. How do you feel? Remember, our words and thoughts hold power, and you are a powerful being. Whatever you put out into the universe will return and boomerang right back to you. Peace and blessings to you. Now we're going to be taking a break, and I want you to stay tuned for Dropping Gems in the Kitchen. Denise Reaves, your pure romance consultant, inspires women to enhance their intimate lives and take care of their sexual health. Book your party today. Visit pureromance.com/Denise Reaves or call 631-943-1868 for more information or to place an order.
Welcome to Dropping Gems, an academy for holistic studies. Learn how to treat seasonal allergies and year-long allergies naturally with Keisha Christian. Her courses have helped parents, teachers, naturalists, and therapists reassess the way they handle allergy symptoms. Registration to our class is now open. Reserve your spot today. You can also become a certified holistic studies practitioner with us. Be empowered with knowledge and help us in spreading the positivity with the rest of the world. Visit www.droppinggemsacademy.com or email us at info@KeishaChristian.com.
Welcome back to Dropping Gems. Dropping Gems is now airing in 3 states: Washington, D.C. on Channel 190, Wilkes-Barre and Scranton, Pennsylvania on Channel 190, and Delaware, Channel 28 on Rewind Network. This segment is sponsored by Dropping Gems Academy for Holistic Studies. To learn more about holistic allergy seasonal year-long allergy relief, visit www.droppinggemsacademy.com. Today, I will be showing you how to make a sweet potato smoothie. I have to say that sweet potatoes are one of my most absolute favorite foods to eat. It contains a host of vitamins, minerals, such as vitamin A, vitamin C, B6, potassium, copper, and niacin, just to name a few. It's also rich in antioxidants, which help protect the body from free radicals. Remember, foods that are rich in antioxidants actually assist with minimizing wrinkles. So it helps keeping us looking young and beautiful. So I'm going to tell you what to do now. So first thing you're going to need, about 2 medium-sized sweet potatoes, and that's what I have here. And what I do, I actually boil the potatoes and then I remove the skin. So that's one of the first things you need. So we're going to put that in here. And then the next thing you're going to need about 2 cups of plant-based milk. So what I have here, I have some almond milk here. On one of my previous episodes, I actually showed how to make cashew milk. And you could apply that same recipe to making your own plant-based milk. So what I have here is about 2 cups of almond milk. So I'm going to pour that in. All right, so now what I'm going to add some spices. So what I have in here, I have some cardamom in here, cinnamon, some ginger. I also have cinnamon, I mentioned already, and I also have nutmeg. I know I was forgetting one. So these are the spices I will put in here. You could also use pumpkin spice if you want to use that to add to this. So to put that in there. What I have here is some vanilla extract. I actually made this vanilla extract myself with vanilla beans from Madagascar. So I actually ordered some vanilla beans, came from Madagascar, and I made my own vanilla extract. So I'm going to put that in here. So this is about a teaspoon of vanilla extract. Now this is an optional ingredient. You don't have to use it, but this is agave nectar. So what I have here is about 2 tablespoons of agave nectar. I'm going to put that in here as well. And like I said, this is an optional ingredient. You don't have to add it. If you want to add as a substitute, if you do want to use a sweetener, you could use dates, you could use brown sugar. That's something you could use. This is also an optional ingredient. These are coconut flakes. So this is what I have here. These are some coconut flakes, just for added fiber. And you know I love my sea moss, so I'm actually gonna add some sea moss gel to this. And in a previous episode, I actually demonstrated how to make raw sea moss. Actually taught how to make sea moss gel, I should say. So now I'm going to blend all of that up. And basically, that's it. Such a simple recipe, and I have to tell you, I love it. It's delicious. Oh, I forgot to mention another spice you could actually use, optional, is turmeric. That was another spice that I actually put in here as well with the mixture of spices I showed you in the bowl. So you could actually put turmeric in here as well. It gives it a nice yellow color. Even though the sweet potatoes are already orange in color, but this just helps with the color as well. And this is a sweet potato smoothie. And I had to tell you, it actually tastes like sweet potato pie. I love sweet potatoes. That is delicious. Ooh. I really wish I could share these things I make. Well, thank you for watching this segment of Dropping Gems in the Kitchen. Stay tuned. BalancedYou Candy by Tanya provides self-love and self-care products that assist with pampering yourself or improving your relationship with your significant other. You can reach Tanya at 917-943-4127 or visit www.bedroomcandy.com/13167 to place an order. We are having a giveaway. We are giving away a Roku Premiere valued at $50. You could watch live TV or do HDR streaming. Most importantly, you can catch past and present episodes of Dropping Gems. In order to win this Roku Premiere, all you have to do is tag me on Instagram at Dropping Gems with a Z and use the hashtag Meditative Moment Challenge. You could share your favorite quote, inspirational picture, or your favorite meditative pose. The winner will be selected this fall. For inquiries, for sponsorship, or advertising on this program, email info@KeishaChristian.com for more information.
Daily balance. peace and protection. Release negativity, stress, and anxiety. Express your spirituality and confidence through self-confidence.
Dropping Gems is a proud partner of Rude Rangers Entertainment. We could be found on Roku, Alexa, or you can download the app on your iOS or Android devices. Welcome back. On today's show, we have Denise Reaves. She founded BalancedYou and has practiced yoga, meditation for over 30 years. She runs her own wellness company for 10 years, and after 15 years in technology and consumer goods, with long hours traveling, demanding timelines, and managing a family, she felt overwhelmed and burnt out. It was through a commitment to a fitness, yoga, and mindfulness that she learned how to balance and energize herself through these stressful times. Welcome, Denise, to the show. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you, Denise, for coming on my show today. I'm so excited to have you on.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much. So we'll get started. I want to know what exactly got you into stress management, yoga, mindfulness, and spirituality. Was it some sort of conflict or issue you had in your life, or something that changed your course or the journey you're on that you chose to get into this sort of field?
Yeah, such a great question and so relevant to, I think, all of us.
Yeah.
I think that for me, there was always somehow an inner knowing, even as a child. But as I grew into adolescence and then adulthood, that inner knowing got squashed. So what I would be operating in, which is sort of that world that was, I call it the program. The program means that's the situation that I was in, and then what I'd like to say is yes. The answer is I absolutely, and the term I often use is I got pressure cooked. So think of a pressure cooker, just sort of. And the first pressure cooker moments happened as a teenager, and I think that's often common. In my case, it was with family, with a dad who had bipolar and drinking issues, and I was young and couldn't understand it. But young and immature, massively felt like I was a victim to my situation. So as many young people do, I head off into life and think I've got it figured out. And once again, allow this life to sort of overtake me where I've lost my connection. And that connection is just sort of what I call our intuition or inner knowing. There's many words for this. And as life would have it, between work and then having children and having a lovely daughter who also had addiction issues and mental health issues, I got pressure hooked again. And this time I was down for the count. I mean, I literally said, oh, what and how did I get here? And sort of this, what do we call it? This idea of a good life, because I'm just going to say that's all it really was, that I thought I might have, because it's just an idea, it's like the rug gets just pulled out from under you, and I'm back on my face again. And like many, many mothers or caregivers, I was out. I was done. And I was in a whole bunch of modes. Panic. I need to fix her, right? I need to help. All these things that I think a human wants to do for another human, okay? But what I yet didn't see clearly, and now I am in I'm 50, so I've gone through 50 years before I'm really now slamming on the ground, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, you'd think 50 years, but yes, 50 years, and I am face down. And what I started to do in the world of trying to, what I thought was help somebody else, realize that there were things within me that needed to be looked at.
Yeah.
And that was a pivotal point. So yes, that was like what I call, and my story is my story, but my understanding now, and the work started before that, but the understanding has been blossoming since. And when I turned the dial, took a look at myself too, I realized that I was being given an opportunity once again through this, what I thought was a horrific situation, to readjust my own energy. And when I say that, I mean that I can reflect on it now, so I can share, but as I was in my victimhood, my whatever it was, desperation, and it doesn't matter, my story, because it was just a story, was, oh, I have a great career and all this stuff, and now I'm sitting here in a crazy household again, like I did when I was in high school, right? With lots of issues and feeling very trapped. So I was in my mode of, and I use this term now when I work with people that I work with, selfing. So I was selfing, meaning, oh my God, poor me, my everything, right? My body, my world, my whatever. So it's like it's my own prison. I was selfing in my own prison. And what I realized is that the energy I brought to the situation, even if I had the biggest smile on my face, it was still in me as a victim or whatever it was. And I really wasn't authentically standing there for the people who love me and who I love around me. That wasn't authentic, because all this stuff was in the way. So this was the beginning of unfolding a new, if you want to call it, reality that we don't get taught. And inch by inch, that intuition came back, which we all have, just was, what do you want to call it, ignited again. And I, instead of trying to fix my external world, I looked inward.
Yes.
And started to say, what is it that this version of this being, because we're very beautiful beings of not only physicality but of energy and of and I started to even understand this concept of because people talk about it but it hadn't like registered, like, what does it mean to hold more light within us? And I was like, oh, I overcomplicated it. It's simply removing density so we have space.
Exactly.
And that space allows for this vehicle, if you'd like, or this, whatever this is that we are housed in at the moment, this body, this, this encasing, because it goes beyond our physical, right? To hold more authentically. And that was the beauty of this is those things in my life which might have been considered my darkest days were actually I always call it was me giving myself a little kick in the pants to slow down and take a moment and like let's look inward. So there's your answer.
Exactly. So it sounds like to me, in short, what you're saying, you're teaching people how to, or you learned, I should say, how to let go of things that no longer serve you anymore.
You know, I did, but it was a little more intense than that because I learned that my is that left side of my brain, and we'll call it the ego. People have different terms. I don't tend to like to hold on to things, but it was really sneaky. So, and what I mean by that is, it took me a little more than even letting go. I had to sit inside my pain a little more and own it, just like a baby. And so I had been, often in the spirituality world, we call it spiritual bypassing, but I had been bypassing. In other words, I can float over this to go to this beautiful level because I know if I have that big smile and I feel good now without really holding on to what is it, that energy within me that was triggering. So it's acknowledging that it was there and like a baby holding it and saying, you know what? I see you victim, or I see you sadness. And just like a baby crying, I allowed myself to feel through it. Holding it. And what happened is when I confronted myself directly, the energy did dissipate.
Yes.
And I realized that I had been, and that's why that's the term bypass. The bypass would be if I see you, I call you sadness, bye-bye sadness, and then go off to my next thing. I actually didn't really take care of sadness. So instead it's this holding and saying, I'm going to feel you right now. And I often equate it to, I'd love to someday write a little children's book on this because I think the concept is so beautiful and simple that anybody can get this. And it's kind of like, the way I thought of it, at least, is if I was wearing a little princess dress or a fancy dress, and it looks beautiful from the outside, but on it are little stains. And those stains are some of these long-term emotional baggage pieces, beliefs, things that I've got on this dress. And so I'm going to take care to acknowledge it. And the way, and this is that for the people that have done some work like this, and, you've heard this, oh, well, life kind of mirrors you, right? It comes back to you. And the way...
You could watch the extended version of this interview on my YouTube channel at www.droppinggems.com. That's Dropping Gems with a Z. Thank you, Denise, for coming on the show today. I really enjoyed our conversation. Don't forget to check out the extended version of this interview that is found exclusively on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching this episode of Dropping Gems. Holistic health and much abundance to you. See you next week. Peace and blessings.
Dropping gems from Keisha Christian. She's KeishaGems.com.